Your baby's name cannot be a product like bottle, cannot also be a brand like iPhone, or a place name like Jerusalem. It definitely must also not be associated with something that is religiously sensitive like Jesus. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel today. My name is Evelyn. Thank you so much once again. I film about living, working, schooling, lifestyle in Germany here. I live here in Germany with my family, so please give this video a thumbs up if you like it. I'm sure you're gonna like it. Remember to subscribe. You guys that keep coming back without subscribing, please help us grow, help me grow this channel. Please remember to subscribe and also drop comments. Let me know that you watch this video. So I'm going to be talking about what to consider when naming your child in Germany, so stick around. Here in Germany, when you fill forms, the first thing you're going to see is mostly Nachname. Nachname is your last name and then followed by Vorname. Vorname is your first name, and it's actually really important. I didn't quite consider it until when we were gonna name our child, you know, when we gave birth 2 years ago. So after we had our baby, we already, you know the way it is from where I come from. When you have your child, you don't name your child until 7 days later. So when you have your child, you come back home from the hospital. If you are discharged like few days before you had your baby, and then after that, after 7 days, there's like a ceremony where you name your child. But it wasn't like that here in Germany, because before you leave the hospital, you already fill the form for your child. So even for us, we're already calling our child's name, praying over him while we're still pregnant, or while I was still pregnant. So after days after I came back home, I think 1 week after I put to bed, we had to go back to the hospital for process our child's birth certificate. And I think I did quite a bit of research when we were going to have our child. So for me, I didn't even want a case where my baby's name would be butchered. So normally, if I was in Nigeria, his first name would most likely be in his native name, which is Oluwatobimesh. But then to shorten that name is Dara, and in Germany here we call R as R, so it would have been pronounced as Dara. So I'm like, no, I don't want my child to be called Dara, no. And so we moved the middle name, the native name, to the middle, and then we placed the English name David as his first name. David is even easier to pronounce as it's even pronounced as David here, which it's okay for us. So yeah, that happened for us. Another story that also caught my attention was one of our friends had a baby here in Germany, and then he wanted to name his daughter Desiree. Desiree, the full meaning is maybe Omo Desiree or something like that, which means that the child came into something good, something like that. So yeah, but when he put the name on the birth certificate, it wasn't approved. Like, they were told to come and change the name, because yeah, it wasn't approved, because if you pronounce Desiree in English, it means desire. So it wasn't approved, it was cancelled. And then he called me to say, did we have to like choose, or did they have to cancel our baby's name and all that? I'm like, no, that didn't happen for us, because I did some research when I was pregnant, and then I found out that there are actually some name that you have to be careful, or yeah, you have to consider the pronunciations and what it means in English, in German, and all that. So like I said, when you pick a name and you give you register, like you give them at the hospital that this is what you want your child's name to be, it has to be approved by the civil registration office. So if the name is approved, then they can then go ahead to put the baby's name on his or her birth certificate. So if it's not approved, you could sue to say, no, it's a family name and I want my child to bear that. But most times you are asked to change the name, especially if it is associated with something. For instance, it has to be considered as a proper name, and it cannot be associated with evil like Lucifer. It definitely must also not be associated with something that is religiously sensitive like Jesus. Even though I know that there are actually some people that bear Jesus in some part of Europe, but I've not seen someone who bears Jesus here in Germany. And so if you're considering having your child here in Germany, you have to do a lot. In fact, if you're considering living in Germany, you have to do a lot of research, because it's definitely going to be different from where you're coming from. A lot of things are going to change, so you have to also do a research on names. There are some names that are considered really old, and if you name your child could be considered really old, and there are some names that are like passed on from families to families, and there are also some names that you would really find really common here in Germany. For instance, boys' name, you would really find Christian, you would find Lucas, and I actually like Lucas because a lot of people bear Lucas in Germany or in Nigeria, especially from the place where my dad is from, my state of origin. A lot of people bear Lucas, and I think it's the maybe Greek version of Luke. There's also Jacob, there's also Louis, there's Jonas, and it's quite funny because when I go to my baby's kita, I try to see some of the names on the, they have like their small shelves that they have where they put their things. Sometimes when we go there, my baby tries to like pronounce some of his classmates or his group mates. Also common names for girls are Anna with H and also Anna with A. There's also Christiana, there's also Suzanne. My baby's name cannot be a product like Botu, cannot also be a brand like iPhone, or a place name like Jerusalem. So you always have to consider what you're naming your child here in Germany. So I just thought to share this tip for you so that it could help you when you are thinking about naming your child. So please drop comments. I hope you enjoyed this very short video and I'll see you on my next one. Ciao.